to Richard. Richard, do you go by Richard or Rich?
It's Richard.
Richard, tell us a little bit about your business, why you came to eXp Realty.
Well, I started about 12 years ago. I was, for the better part of my career, I was with Century 21, and I was recruited by Keller Williams in November of 2014. Was with Keller for about 4.5, 5 years, and I was then recruited by an agent, a past agent who was in production, who I respected his work. He then became solely a recruiter. I signed up, and then it's been great ever since. Last year, during the pandemic, it was just myself and a showing partner, and we closed 60 transactions that equated to about 25 million in volume. This time around, this year, we're slowly, bringing agents on, and right now I believe we are at 72 closing pending, 40 million in volume.
Beautiful. Congratulations on that. People in the audience, I told you, we got the best of the best up here for you. And let's go over here to Richard next. Richard, give the people, man, some secret sauce on lead generation. They want to sell more houses, Richard. Help them out.
If you're new, and I would say if you're new in the business, I would definitely consider joining a team. July 28th of this year, Zillow approached me and asked if I would be interested in a partnership, which is the Zillow Flex program. The way that works is each individual agent, as long as their scorings maintain and stay higher than I guess a 90 rating, they're basically gonna flood you with as many leads as you can handle. You pick anywhere from 10 to 15 zip codes, and your phone will literally ring with another buyer on the line. That's part of where we get our business from. Past client and Sphere is we touch on them, but we don't touch on them as much as I've seen others on panels. But definitely Zillow's helped us out. We use KV Core. They have a service called Rainmaker. I think we're spending about $1,200 a month on that, and they give us somewhere between 80 to 120 leads, and our agents work them in hopes that we end up turning them into an escrow.
I love that. And I love the fact you mentioned KV Core. You know, KV Core is available. If you're watching this and you're not an EXP agent, KV Core is available to you out there on the open market. It's just going to cost you several $100s a month to have a part of it. It's included with your fees here at eXp Realty. So that's great. I appreciate you mentioning that, Richard. That's great stuff. I'm going to go over here. Richard, same question to you. What is your secret sauce that somebody out there would do well to develop to improve their career?
I 100% agree. Consistency is everything, from eating the same type of food. It can get kind of boring at times, but waking up at a certain time, doing your routine, meditating, whatever it is that you want to do, journal, breathing exercises, show up at the office at a certain time, and be consistent about it. I mean, from drinking the same coffee to whether you eat a blueberry bagel with cream cheese, you just keep it consistent. And what I also learned, probably in the past 2 years I've been very good at, is keeping laser focused, and keep there's always going to be a lot of chatter, a lot of noise, maybe a lot of people out there saying, hey, you shouldn't do that, you should go get a job, or whatever it is. Just trying to keep the chatter out, and just keep your circle very tight, and don't let too many people in, because and for me it helps me avoid distraction.
Richard, what time does a successful real estate agent get up? Because I've seen agents before that have come into the organization, people that get into real estate and get out, and they sleep till 10, 11 in the morning and stuff like that. What time does a successful agent get up in the morning?
I would say anywhere between 5 and 5:30. There are some people that will beat the sun up, which is great. I mean, for me, it's hard to do that. I'm up at 5:30 every morning. But yeah, if you're going in, you're waking up at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock and getting ready and heading into the office, it's just pretty much a third of your day is gone. What I would say is, for those agents that say they need 8 hours of sleep, my suggestion would be to go to sleep earlier.
You know, Arnold Schwarzenegger said about that, he said, learn to sleep faster. He said, if you need 8 hours of sleep, learn to sleep faster. I thought that was great. One of his motivational speech. Awesome stuff on that, Richard. Thanks. I'm going to go to Richard next. Richard, how do you delegate and what do you delegate, right? In real estate, we have money-making activities and we have other stuff that just suck up our time. What do you delegate and how do you do it?
I'm naturally a control person, and you have to find someone that you can that thinks the way you do and that you trust. That would be my sister, who worked with me when I was an individual agent, selling 35 houses a year. As far as the leverage goes, I'm at a point in my career that as I slowly build this team, I'm pretty much leveraging everything off, where I let agents, take free reign, and when there are questions that are to be had, we talk about it and kind of coach them through it for the next transaction. I try to stay away from the file as much as I possibly can, unless there's an issue. It does take some discipline for sure, but so far we're doing pretty good.
I love that. What's the saying that says you hire slow and fire fast, right? When you're bringing on help, isn't that the saying? Isn't that how that goes? I love that. But you got to be careful if it's your sister. But I'm glad she's doing great for you. That's awesome. Let's go to Richard next. Richard, great answer on that, Craig. Thank you, Richard. How do you track your business? Like a lot of agents don't do any tracking. How do you track yours?
We use a service called SISU, SISU. And we run monthly contests. We contests such as open escrows, leads, conversations. But yes, Sisu for the most part is what we use. Our main CRM is Follow Up Boss.
Come down here to Richard. Richard, this is so very important, and it's a great question for you. How do you give back to other agents to help build them up and get rooted in the real estate business?
How do I give back to agents? I would say sharing as much as I know, being open and honest about the process of being a real estate agent. There's so much stuff to learn, especially in the beginning of your career, as far as creating a schedule, having goals, having a plan where you want to be in a year from now, 3 years from now, 5 years from now. So to give back, I would say just being open and honest, and if any agent reaches out, answer to the best of my ability, and also being available as a mentor in the EXP world.
I love that answer, Richard. Transparency is so important. People don't want smoke blown up their butt. They want the real answer and what's really going to happen. So that's great that you do that. And mentoring agents, right? It's a great feeling to help others succeed. So congrats on your success on that. That's awesome answer. I love it. Richard, let's see. Next question on here, Richard. And this is a question for people, and there might be people watching who aren't in real estate yet, or maybe they're brand new in real estate. But why do you want to sell real estate? Why would somebody want to do that, Richard?
Well, when I started my career, I got in for the wrong reasons. I got in to make money. I was always a person that was driven by commissions, whether it be selling whatever it was. I looked at the salary check as just extra petty cash. I was the person that was just naturally motivated by money and closing the next transaction. But I think that's probably the wrong reason to get into real estate. I have a giving heart. My mom and my dad taught me respect. They taught me morals. They taught me how to tell the truth. And all I did is in 2008, 2009, when the market crashes, when I got into the business, I started as a real estate appraiser. Didn't like it much. Got into selling real estate, probably got in arguably the worst time ever. Weathered the storm, never left the business. I was hunting for transactions just like anyone new in the business. Just kept it very consistent. and it got to a point where, you know, I started, you know, closing deals, and more than anything, doing the right thing. You know, I think Earl Nightingale says that if you help enough people get what they want, you'll naturally get what, by default, you'll get what you want. So I'm now in a stage in my career, thank the big man upstairs, that I don't have to worry where my next meal is coming from. You know, I think as long as you do the business the right way, you're truthful. Just make sure you put the client's interest at the forefront of everything you do. And even now with us building this small team, everyone knows on the team that the customer is paramount. They're number one. And put your feelings aside, put your interests aside, and it's all about the client. And for that, I do believe that's what's helping us create such a long withstanding business.
I love it, Richard. Earl Nightingale, the godfather of personal development and mental acuity and toughness and helping people. I love it. Great stuff pulling that out. There's notes here as the moderator. And I want to thank all of you for taking a step out to help improve your own real estate business. And if you're somebody who's taking a look at EXP, get back with the person that sent this video to you. Look, here's what we've got. You heard from these great ICON agents giving away their secrets. Look, we have leads. We have a way for you to generate leads so you can sell more houses. We have the best compensation plan in the real estate industry, hands down. We have revenue share. We have a monthly reoccurring revenue stream. Our founder, when he created EXP, shares back 50% of the revenue every single month back to all of us, the agents. You can build equity in the company. You can actually build a nest egg over time by simply selling houses and talking to agents. We have great training and mentorship that's included. We have healthcare. We have an incredible community of collaboration. We believe in collaboration over competition, an awesome hybrid office where we have a cloud office, as well as we have physical locations that you can share. And we're 63,000 agents and counting, and we're in 19 countries, and we are expanding around the world. We're going to change the world. We are a movement. Get back to the person that invited you to take a look at this. And for those of you who are looking, we can't wait to see you up here and be an icon one day and hear your story and have you give away the secret. So thank you so much, everybody. Have a great day. This ends iConversations for this Friday. We'll be back next Friday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern, and of course 8:30 Pacific time and Central and Mountain in between there. So thank you, everybody. Have a great day. Good luck to you out there. I hope you get a ton of listings and buyers over the weekend and you crush it. We'll talk all of you very, very soon.